All right, the Regent. So we have a win streak of 4. Let's see if we can make it 5. Regent is totally changed in the upcoming patch, which I'm going to play as soon as we splat. If we splat. So could go up through this way. Could bypass the shop too. Could go up through here. But boy, I don't really like that long windy path without the option of resting in case things go poorly. I feel like I like this better. Then up through here. And then have to face an elite, but seems a lot more reasonable at that point. Silver Crucible has treated me very well. So I might just grab that again. I think the Regent very, very, very highly wants to thin his deck out. Played a seed yesterday where you had only one road available at first somehow. Oh yeah, that happens. Or where it like converges into one point in the middle. Yeah, that happens. I'm gonna go Silver Crucible. This has exceeded my expectations every time I've taken it. All right, let's do Falling Star, Strike, Defend, Defend. And probably should Venerate, get our stars back. Plop, plop, plop. I really like this guy's animation, it's very cute. Glow is here. We click this one. This is just really nice. Not only is it, even if we don't go infinite, we want to be able to generate stars. So. And let's attack the back, Corpse Slug. All right. Good fight. Yuck? No, I think this is good. I'm just deciding between the pale blue dot and the guiding star. Pale blue dot has not performed super well for me, but guiding stars I think is pretty good. So if we draw 3 extra cards, we'll draw our whole draw pile, meaning we could Venerate Falling Star and still Defend, Defend. So I'm going to do Guiding Star, Defend, Defend here. I think I just don't play the Glow. So now, probably just play both defense, especially since we're weak. Let's see what Glow draws. Alright, I think he's dead next turn. And by I think, I mean I'm confident he's not. Defend, Defend, Guiding Star. Didn't have enough stars to play the Falling Star and Guiding Star. Alright, Venerate, Guiding Star, strike. Blast. Second glow is here? Okay. Alright. Well, this streak might go up to 5 as long as we're careful. Alright, let's glow, Guiding Star. May end up needing to use a fire pot in this particular fight, we'll see. So we'll make him vulnerable with the Falling Star. So could do Guiding Star Strike and then just use a fire pot. Kind of thinking about just doing that. Plop. Pretty sure this is a skip. We just need to find literally one card for infinite. So. And then card removes. So. Gamble is bad? What is gamble? I'm not even sure what card you're... Oh, whatever that one is. I think I know what you're talking about. We don't, I mean, no, it's a good card, but we don't need this. This is unnecessary. Plus, we also just don't need more star generation in general, even if ignoring the infinite stuff. We need star payoffs. So I could upgrade Falling Star, or honestly, I could, like, the upgrade for Falling Star is kind of garbage, a little bit. But we do need something to be able to kill the Lagavulin Matriarch. This is honestly kind of terrible. So we can do 1366 and kill that guy. No. That is 25, which is not quite lethal. Disaster. Let's take 3. Caw-caw! So let's glow. Falling Star. I guess strike. Kind of want to find the Guiding Star, because the next turn's draw isn't going to have enough block. Easy. Just get lucky. Just get lucky. And defend Falling Star Strike kills. And no damage taken. This is not the payoff I was hoping for. So we're in a balancing act. We want to go towards the degeneracy of removing cards, but we also do need to beat Lagavulin Matriarch. Quasar is kind of terrible, honestly. Like, pretty terrible. But being able to choose a colorless card for the boss fight might be fine. Crush Under is interesting because we are going to be forced to fight an elite. And the frog pretty much kills us. Yeah, there's a lot of colorless boss solves. Exactly. So I think Quasar, despite the fact that I really don't like this card, gets us through the Lagavulin Matriarch. Alright, so we have 19 damage we can put on that guy. Take 9. Could consider using a skill pot. The two-tailed rats fight really sucks. I think I'm gonna hold off. Alright, so can kill that guy. So I think just do. Alright, can't let him bring more friends. Second skill potion is here. This card seems just sort of bad. Like, this is just so slow. Like, this card feels terrible to me. And maybe I'm missing something. But such a small delta in strength just simply seems bad. Just simply seems bad for the cost. Considering grabbing a second Guiding Star. I think Guiding Star is like kind of cute. But really just want to thin the deck down. Unupgraded is a lot worse than the upgraded. Might just skip. I think I'll skip. Yeah, a lot of resources. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I know what you're saying, apples and fruits. And yeah, that's exactly. All right, let's use a... Okay. Bundle of Joy will disappoint me. And I know that. I know that going into this. I'm going to click it anyway. Equilibrium is fine. So let's see, this... Oh, God. I was hoping for some sort of, like, I don't know, the bomb. I don't know. And then a strike on, I guess, the one with the lowest hit points. Why do they hit so hard? So can do Guiding Star, strike, right? 13 plus 12. I'm nervous about this because we're going to be giving him strength. Yeah, I don't know. We at least have this guy on his like debuff turn. So we're gonna glow because we want a Falling Star. So Falling Star 11 plus 18. Yeah, that is enough. Guiding Star is here, but we don't have the... Yeah, so we will be able to, though. So let's do Glow. Probably the Guiding Star. Could also do Falling Star Strike. I guess we can look at our draw pile and know the correct answer, right? So Falling Star Strike will be 20 damage, but in the draw pile is only 6 with the glow. However, if we do Guiding Star, it's less damage, but we draw more cards. So this will do 13, which will put him at 16. So then we need glow to find Falling Star. Yeah, because we won't have enough energy for 3 strikes. So I suppose the best play here is Falling Star Strike. And then we're gonna play the strike, then the glow. Holy shit. Actually, hold up. No, okay. 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 Neutron Aegis and Stardust are both reasonable here. Yeah, these are both reasonable. Still kind of strapped for stars? Not really. We got 2 glows. We don't have a hidden cache or anything. I don't think we have enough for like Stardust level payoff though. Yeah, that last fight was kind of like we weren't able to play Venerate because we had to play the strikes. Like we were pretty focused on like really specific damage sequences though for the 3 slug dudes. Stardust is a really nice payoff. And Neutron Aegis it's totally fine. Yeah, I heard about that just heard about that. One thing Stardust has going for it is we could find ourselves in a situation where we have either patter or terraforming that we add. And in that case, all we need to do is, you know, build up a decent amount of stars. Kind of makes some of the turns awkward because we can't play, for example, Guiding Star and won't be able to make them vulnerable with a Falling Star ahead of time. But with Vigor, a card like Stardust can just do a big schmack to an enemy like Lagavulin Matriarch. Regardless, I guess Quasar is probably going to be the payoff for that. I think I'm going to hold off for now. Neutron upgrade is 11 block. I don't even know what it is. Yeah, which is pretty good. Ooh, oh, right before a shop. I love this event. Like, I think it's pretty good. But unfortunately, I don't want to spend any gold because I want to find solutions for AoE in case this is the frog enemy, and also maybe a little bit of help for Lagavulin, and really want to do a card remove for the long-term prospect of the deck. So unfortunately, I'm not going to feast. I'm just going to observe the chef. But I love feasting. I think my game's broken. Hidden Gem? Nah. Hidden Gem is fine. Fine for the Lagavulin and Matriarch. I don't want to get in the way of the card remove is the thing. Card remove is kind of more important. Like long term. Hidden Gem doesn't solve for the frog fight. Radiate does. If this was the balance patch, you could buy the bag. I know, because they lowered the prices, what, 20%? Something like that? Or 20? Was it 20% or 20? Or was it a different number entirely? No, I think I'm going to grab Radiate, because I want some form of AoE, again, just in case we face the frog. So I'm going to go Radiate and card remove. How is Ultimate Strike? Not quite as good as the artwork portrays. Yeah, I'm gonna go Radiate card remove. Oh, this guy. So could Venerate and Neutron Aegis. And then Strike, I guess that's the play. This guy got nerfed in the balance patch. Good lord, thank you. Yeah, I mean, this guy's a nightmare. Alright, so let's glow. And probably Guiding Star Strike. I'm not gonna do the Falling Star. Glow and then Radiate's actually a pretty good damage source. So we can do the Falling Star here, Radiate, a single strike, and then the big strike. That seems pretty good. And do I want to glow? I think so. Yeah, so Radiate is not good for the Matriarch. Radiate is good for fights like, I guess, for example, this one. And do I have lethal? I guess I do. Terraforming is here, which could be interesting. You liked everything you saw in the balance patch except for butchering your boy Prepared? Nah, Prepared needs a nerf. I'm glad that Prepared got nerfed. The only things that stood out to me as weird in the balance patch were some of the fight reworks. There were a handful of those that were goofy. I'd have to look at the patch notes again to remind myself exactly what they were. Yeah, Terraforming Radiate, definitely interesting. The problem with a card like Terraforming, though, is that, like, you know, you play any attack and you can't choose to hang on to your vigor. It has to go into the next attack you do. Oh yeah, no, the Doormaker change is good. We need more enemies like that in the game. This run is gonna demonstrate why. Now let's grab the Terraforming. Excuse me? I guess Terraforming is kind of like the same damage as Strike. So let's glow. Then we're gonna glow to Falling Star Radiate. I guess we can also do the Venerate. Venerate, Falling Star, Radiate. It's a lot of damage. Guess I could Quasar too, just to see what we get. Dramatic Entrance, and then I think he's dead. Yeah. Gather Light. I'm gonna grab a Gather Light. One Gather Light. Yeah, Gather Light is nice here. Agreed. I want to use a potion in this fight to try to make it 0 damage. Not going to use one on this turn. But it'll be interesting to decide what to use and where, because I could see it being either one. Might just be the skill potion here. Decisions. I'm gonna play the decisions. And probably pick a glow. And just gain a ton of the blue energy. Letting us play like the Neutron Aegis, the Quasar, stuff like that. We're glowing. So we can certainly like, you know, this is just gonna get played for sure. This one's gonna get played for sure. And then probably Terraforming Radiate, I guess, but maybe we don't even need to do that. Actually, that's not gonna need to do that at all. Could Terraforming at the end of the turn though, maybe? But I guess probably won't, because we're gonna need a block. Let's see what Quasar gets us. Catastrophe? Actually, Catastrophe is probably kind of good here. Just like to add to the deck in general. Not really good on this turn. Alright, so just Radiate, defend. Defend Terraforming, because we're already full blocking. Catastrophe. Works for me. Let's see what this gets. We've got a bunch of blue stars here. Jackpot? The problem with this card is you're not adding it where he plays for free. You're just adding it. Okay, so we are full blocking here. Could use a fire pot. Should have used a fire pot. Should have used a fire pot. Well, maybe not. I don't know. We'll have it for the next fight. Alright, what could Catastrophe hit? I could hit some good stuff. So if it hits the glows, we get to play the cards we need. If it hits defends, we're fine. If it hits the Falling Star, we're happy. Okay, so Flash of Steel, yeah, we're good. The whole colorless thing Regent has going on perplexes you? Or are they gonna... Yeah, it perplexes me too. Okay. Hidden Cache is just a really good card. I am worried about Lagavulin Matriarch, though. A little bit. I definitely need to rest here. And this could be a splat, right? This could go poorly. Can't play the Guiding Star. Just have to play the Terraforming, and we're gonna build up the Tuning Fork. So I'm gonna play the Quasar. This is a card that, you know, could do something for us in this fight. How often will Panache go off? Some of the time. Some of the time. Okay, we get one more turn. So do we wake him up? I think we wake him up. And by him, I mean her. But she's gonna wake up anyway. All right, so let's play the Quasar, see what we get, see what our options are. I suppose I'll go with the Omni Slice. And let's play the Glow. We're gonna play the Neutron Aegis. Gonna play the other Glow. I'm hoping to find Falling Star here. So I can play Neutron Aegis and then the Omni Slice. We'll let Panache proc. Plop. So blocking for 15. Could end up with Radiate next turn, which makes me a little bit tempted to use the Energy Pot and just do Hidden Cache Terraforming. And then Radiate will hit big. It's like a 50-50-ish chance. Right, because that'll be 6, and then at least those 3. And even if we hit something else, that's fine. We need to get more damage in. She needs to die. Damn. So do I keep the Vigor stacks or do I spend them? I guess actually spend them. Because we're going to play the Falling Star to make her vulnerable. We dead? I don't think we're dead. We're just... We're fine. We're not fine. We might be dead. So here we just play everything. Alright, let's glow, see what we draw. Found the Quasar, let's see what this can be. Hidden Gem could give one of these replay. That's not very exciting. Catastrophe could play them both. That's not very exciting. Entropy is not very exciting, but I guess it's maybe the highest or best upside. Certainly a weird one. I think this card kind of sucks. Just to be honest. I mean, I guess giving Hidden Gem, you know, giving any of these replay, I suppose it's fine. But it's, yeah, the defend, of course. Not the one we wanted. So I'm going to play the Terraforming, then the Omni Slice. At least tunes up the tuning fork. Ruh-roh. At least the replays will let Panache proc. And give us the tuning fork that we need. So now, is it... It's definitely the guiding... Like, this gets played for sure. And probably just the gather light. Plop. Damn, I was thinking about whether I wanted to play the Hidden Cache, because I was like, maybe we'll get a good Radiate. Damn. I feel like I kind of need to find that Hidden Gem in Quasar. Quasar, what you got for us? Catastrophe? Just to hit the Hidden Gem again? Or Production? Yeah, not the Gambit. Unless... No. No. I mean, it full blocks this turn. How could it be bad? We do actually have a lot of damage in hand, potentially. Right? Because we can Falling Star... Glow, Radiate. Right, so he'll be vulnerable. We'll gain 4... Excuse me, I guess Falling Star... Oh, no. Yeah, no, never mind. Never mind. I was thinking Terraform. And we're still going to end up doing the Terraform Radiate. So it'll be 7, right? 7 by the number of energy blue energy we gain. So maybe it's Production. Oh, God. And so if we choose Production, it's quite a bit of damage, isn't it? All right, so we just need to play the Terraforming before the Radiate, but we can play the Glow earlier. Yeah, I wanted to know if we'd find the Omni Slice. Okay. So we're going to do Falling Star, Omni Slice, Venerate, Terraforming, Radiate. I am invincible. All right, 7 stars is a reasonable card to add to the deck. And then I'm going to try to avoid adding any more. We want to thin this baby down. We need to be a thin boy. But this is a pretty nice one. The rest of these are garbage. All right, Tezkatara, it which feeds the fire. Very hot cocoa, only good if we have the glows in the opening hands. Otherwise, probably go with the wax relics. So I want to go shopping. I think the deck's actually kind of okay against Act 2 elites. I guess we're pretty bad against the bee lady, huh? Unless Quasar gives us something nice. Hot cocoa probably great after a remove or two. Yeah, I think it doesn't become good until a remove or 6. I'm gonna go with the toy box probably. And I don't know if we can do this left path. I mean, I guess it's skip, but then have to fight one. I think the bee lady just kills us. A lot of the hallway fights kill us too. That's the whole act without another campfire. So maybe I'd rather go this way. And then presumably one of these will be a shop and we'll find some sort of solution for an elite by the time we reach there. I'm gonna go with the wax relics. Wax strawberry seems pretty good, huh? That one will go on the left side. I don't think you lose the hit points. Right now, Mummified Hand doing literally nothing for us. Almost nothing. I guess Neutron Aegis, but very little. I don't anticipate that changing too much. Akabeko surprisingly could be the best one here. Sir? Alright, so Gatherlight Defend will block for a bunch. Gatherlight Hidden Cache still blocks for 14. Let me just play them all. What are you gonna take? You can have it? He can have it! You know what? He can have it. He can have it! Alright, let's do 15 damage to all enemies 7 times. I mean, we're still gonna do that. In fact, let's make it bigger. Oh, I can't afford it. Oh my god. No! I'm an idiot. Okay, we can radiate. We can radiate. We're fine. Alright, we're gonna leave this behind. I'm not taking this back. Alignment is here. Alright, so the full infinite combo is in place. We literally have everything we need to do an infinite once we trim down, once we're able to purge. All right, so alignment plus 2 glows, you set, you golden. And then all you need is just like one of the many millions of payoffs, kind of like Radiate, to just exist. So we're gonna do card remove. And we're gonna remove a strike. I was hoping that we'd see one of the cards that lets us transform / remove cards in hand. Infinites are so lame, thank God the devs are trimming them. Oh, I agree. All right, let's glow. And 7 stars, my beloved. Let's see. Neutron Aegis could get lucky and just hit the 7 stars. It could happen. In an alternative timeline. Okay, so we are full blocking already. So might do the terraforming because we got a pretty nice looking radiate. Potentially. Hell yeah. So it only hits twice. That's as good as it's gonna get. So we just do that. It was still good, right? Okay, and we've got our tuning fork on 9. Skip. Patter is nice in the deck right now. I like this card, but we skip. Okay, we just block a bunch. Let's hang on to our vigor. So I'm just gonna do Hidden Cache Defend. How's Slay the Spire 2 so far? Oh, wonderful. So I'm not gonna play the Falling Star here. Or the alignment. Alright, so we can glow here. And when we glow, we've got the 7 stars. Goodbye, strawberry. Skip. Okay, it's either Neutron Aegis or 7 stars. I think that's the upgrade here. Neutron Aegis giving us more plating, 7 stars, making it so that, like, in our opening hand, for example, if we have a glow, and then either a glow or venerate, then we're able to play 7 stars. And since we've got our Wax Akabeko, that's a lot of damage. But we could also just simply Neutron Aegis, because it's much better when it's upgraded. And this is a much more likely one that we're able to play when we see it. At least in the first shuffle. Alright, I don't think we need to bother with the Lost Wisp. We've only got the one power. This carried our last run as silent, but we're just going to search the nearby area. A shop! This is a way of trimming the deck, but not a very fast one. Right, Begone is pretty slow. It's pretty slow. So I think we just remove a strike. A meal ticket. All right. Infested Prism. Speaking of Neutron Aegis. How do you like the upgrade lamp? I haven't felt justified in taking it yet. So I just simply haven't. I think it seems fine. But it's so hard to not take any damage, and if you're not taking damage, you probably are already winning. So, I don't know. Thinking about using the stable serum here. Just playing the Venerate. Because I'd like to play 7 stars. Guess still not going to be able to, probably, huh? We do retain for 2 turns, though. Might be enough. I guess it will be, right? Because we got the hidden cache in the drop pile, huh? Take that back. I think we're actually there guaranteed, since we have the 1 more turn of retain. Does that mean I want to play the alignment? Probably not. I guess it lets us play the Gather Light. And we're going to gain 3 next turn. That's still enough. Yeah. Because we just glow. All right, 21 damage to all enemies 7 times. It's pretty good. 17 damage to all enemies gain 5 times. Will this actually go higher? I guess it will, because we can Venerate to make this go up to 7 times. And we can Terraforming still with our energy to make it go up to higher damage number. So that's actually better. So this will hit 7 times for 23, which is 161. And then we can Falling Star afterwards. And we still actually have the blue energy. So I guess that's the play. Pretty good. No, we didn't want to do Falling Star first. Oh, no, Falling Star before Vigor. I guess we would lose some of the Vigor, but I suppose the more Vigor... What were we at? I guess because we had 6 plus 8. 1 Vigor and 1 Echo. I think probably this order was better, but it might not have been. I would like to avoid taking the Gamma Blast. I think I can. And let's upgrade. Maybe, honestly, the Terraforming. I'm kind of feeling like the way we're going to beat the Kaiser Crab is going to be by just, like, building up Vigor for 1 big attack. Is this the furthest you've gotten with Chair Guy? Seems like you always exit early with him. Oh, we had a couple false starts yesterday, but no, I'm on Ascension 10, right? I've beat Ascension 10 with him, just not on stream. Let's do Terraforming. I think that will actually be best. 7 stars kind of reasonable. But this terraforming is actually doing pretty well for us. I'm gonna take some time to choose one of two because we actually actively don't want Bing Bong. But either of the other two are like fine. Yeah. These are whatever. We don't need or want Bing Bong. So we're gonna choose the Daughter of the Wind. It's big whatever. Big whatever energy. Alright, let's hold on. There's cards we want to remove. But Neutron Aegis isn't one of them. Defend is. I love bridges. Purity is here. Purity is here. And I think we upgrade Purity. Lovely. Well. Well. Honorable mention for Child of the Stars or whatever it's called would have been a totally reasonable proposition. All right, so let's think. I don't think I have Purity here quite yet. These aren't exactly perfectly what we want to get rid of yet. We're close, but we're not there yet. So let's make sure we face this direction, at least for this turn. Want to find our Neutron Aegis. Thinking hurts? Sometimes. We'll just play a defend. So we're going to Guiding Star face this direction. Take a bunch of damage. And then just terraforming defend. Okay. So we're gonna glow. Play the Neutron Aegis. This one's totally good and fine to play. But then I think we purify. We can play either Gather Light or... Let's see, so what are we going to get rid of? We're going to get rid of 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could play the Radiate if we want. Kind of doesn't matter. I suppose Strike is a better block card at the moment. Strike each your bigger? Yeah, I don't care. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, good fight. So we have to do one more turn. So we're gonna do it with Falling Star. I'd rather do it with Guiding Star because then we just win. But I guess I'm gonna make him weak. So we need one more turn, I think, to draw what we need. We'll see. Yeah, we're gonna need to do one Guiding Star and then we're there. So let's Falling Star, Guiding Star, and then I think we've done it. And I'm pretty sure that's just it. I think that's all that we'll need. I think we have our infinite. The only way that could happen is if we didn't draw the glows. All right. And now you're looking at what this deck is actually going to look like in almost every fight for the rest of the run, which is why I said I didn't care about our vigor. I didn't care about any of that because, well, if you'll notice, we've done it. So we can do like terraforming glow a little bit here. So now what are we at? 35 damage 30 times? I guess that's enough, huh? I guess that's enough. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Guards! We love this card. We love this card. This card is perfect. May as well put Streak 5 in the title. So why is this card so good? Transform any number of cards in your hand into minion sacrifice. Transform. In other words, remove from current play. And then they block for us. So it's like a safe thing to do to purge the deck out. What's up, Slurgy? I'm in the middle of the Intrepid Immortals run on YouTube. Don't really care about spoilers, but would prefer none. What are your plans with Battle Brothers? Love your content and character. Well, hey. Well, thank you, Pablo X Crowbar. What are my plans with Battle Brothers? I have some information about Reforged that I can't share. But I will return to Battle Brothers at some point. Sorry for how incredibly vague that response is. You know, I apologize. I understand. But Reforged or Hardened? Hardened. But, you know, since Hardened is a submod of Reforged, there's things that will be going into Reforged that Hardened will inherit. I do prefer the Hardened submod, but some of the stuff the Reforged is getting is going to be pretty sweet. And I might just do like a non-challenge run, or maybe a challenge run that's just not sweaty. Something a bit more chill. That's more than enough, sir. Thank you. And just, oh, good, 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 good. I'm watching for you, not the games. Hey. Glad to hear it. But if you are here for any specific game, that is also valid too. For anyone in the world, right? There are definitely, like for me, there are streamers that I've watched in the past that I really like them when they're playing a specific game, but not when they're playing another. Maybe not even because of the game, but because of the way they play that certain game, if that makes sense. Right? I don't want to like, I don't know. I guess I can give an example because I think it is mostly putting them in a positive light. I love watching Dolphin Chemist play Faster Than Light. Absolutely love it. What is the meaning of this? Who are you? It's fun, right? I like the way he plays it. But I don't necessarily always watch him when he's playing other things. Right? I don't care about Bloons Tower Defense. It's just not that interesting. But that's just like for me, right? I like the way you play Slay the Spire 2, because although you make mistakes, you don't take goddamn forever to make mistakes, a la Life Coach. Oh, God. Yeah. I will avoid saying anything negative. A lot of good streamers play boring games like AoE 2 and Civ 5. That's true. Okay, so I'm thinking about grabbing the Runic Pyramid here. I think a mid is good. We can easily purge what we need to out of our deck. All right, so let's glow. We'll see what Neutron Aegis hits. Hit the defend. So we'll be blocking for 11, plus 5, plus 7. So that's 23. If I wanted to play the Dex pot, it would go up to 27. Currently getting hit for 28. I guess I'll just lose some max HP and feel sad. You love watching Life Coach? You can hop onto another stream, come back 15 minutes later, and he's on the same turn. It's true, actually. Okay. So we can use guards to generate block on this turn if we'd like. And I think I'd like. I might do guards on, let's see, so we get 9 block per. So I'm gonna do all of these ones and then we'll play the hidden cache. Or will I? Guess I don't need to. So let's just transform everything except for Purity. And we'll play only what we need. Which I think is that. Actually, I played one more than I needed. Oh God. Actually, hold up. Overthinking it. Alright, let's play the Neutron Aegis. What did it make free? Nothing? Wait a minute. Oh, we lost the... Okay, alright. Makes sense. Alright, we lost the Mummified Hand. Okay. I was like, what the hell? Okay. You remember Frost Prime once playing Slay the Spire very quickly, and at the end of Act 2 saying if it was Life Coach, she'd be in the middle of Act 1. In the background eating a banana. Probably true. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use guards here. And we're just going to keep our alignment. It's the only one we need to keep. And we'll go down to 5 cards. Okay, get these out of hand. And then I suppose we can just Purity away these ones. As long as we've got, make sure we've kept radiate, glow, glow, and alignment. Okay. And yeah, okay, fine. You're not dunking on him though. I respect the dedication to try to play perfect. He taught you a lot about how to play defect and how bad cards can sometimes be a great pick in a 25 card deck. Sure, yeah. All right, so now we're just gonna alignment glow till we radiate like the sun we are. And actually, I think we can just glow a bit here. And let's see, we're at 3 by 36. Pretty close to 100. And we're at 3 by 58. Okay, so let's just bring the tuning fork up to an acceptable number. And by an acceptable number, I mean 9. You may not like it, but this is what peak Regent looks like. Skip. This is why the beta patch is as it is. So this fight could be, this could throw a wrench in our plans. This guy could throw a real wrench in the plans. So, might genuinely need to use potions and think very carefully here. So 7 stars, what we might need to do is just be able to play 7 stars on a turn when we can use terraforming. So I actually might use the Gambler's Brew here. Can you beat the Architect like this? I don't know. Architect isn't a fightable enemy yet. So let's do Hidden Cache Venerate. Okay. Hey, I don't even know what A10 random means, but it sounds tough, so I can tell you're good. Do you mind if I... Oh... Sure. Sure, Salam. Ask away. At first I thought maybe you were a spam bot. I'm gonna be honest, there was a moment of skepticism. Just because it started out too friendly, I thought it was gonna be, I thought you were going to go into the, can you add me on Discord? And then I'd be like, ban. But that isn't what you're doing. I was ready, just so you know. Okay, I think I'm going to do the Falling Star, and I think we'll terraforming here. So actually, I'm just selling some art, just kidding. I can't tell if serious or not. Okay, so then we're gonna glow. Can still do this, don't need to do this. So, terraforming. So now I'll do 22 by 7. So that's 154. Radiate will hit kind of hard. I'm here to link you suspicious links on how to get more views. Oh man, best viewers. And then I'm gonna defend instead of Guiding Star. Okay, Radiate is back on the same turn as Terraforming Glow. So then we can Hidden Gem here too. So when you're playing Defect in duos, you cannot hit the core cards you feel like you need for a claw spam build or orb stacking. Are you just getting unlucky, or do you need to build specifically? No, I don't think duo builds need to be anything specific. If anything, from my experience playing in duos, the game is a bit more forgiving because you can even kind of avoid needing to pay attention to some of the key specific concepts, like your partner can block for you or you can block for them. I would say that if you feel like you can't find the cards you're looking for, you're either being too narrow in what you think you need, or you're being too broad and taking too much where you're not able to get a cohesive package. And unfortunately, it's kind of hard to diagnose which of the two it is without seeing. I would say that you're probably taking too many cards, would be my guess based on what I've seen from other newer players. And maybe could be forcing an archetype. I mean, yeah, as Pablo, yeah, you skip a lot, okay. And are you open to whatever the game is presenting you? I mean, because I think that's an important part of it too. Okay, Reflect actually could be an okay card to take, given that we have the Guards and the Purity as like an early block card as we're getting set up. I think this card is fine to take. Again, because we have Purity and Guards, I actually think this is, it's like a pretty big number. It just block for a lot. It just block for 17 for 1 energy. I think I kind of like taking that actually. Might end up seeing another store, so I'm not going to spend any money here. Like if you're given a relic where you get to choose between cards, or the first encounter only offers you like Cold Snap, Ball Lightning, then you know you want to go into orbs. Okay. I think I maybe see the problem. Don't imagine that you need to fit into an archetype, because you don't. Even though the game does have some synergy and self-reinforcing for this type of card goes well with this other type of card, right? Make your orbs better, get more orbs, etc. Reframe the way you're thinking about it. Change it to, what problems do I need to solve? And it might be that, for example, you end up with very little orb scaling at all, but you have a way of generating a dark orb. And maybe a dark orb with dual cast or something like that is how you do a whole bunch of damage to a boss. And then you just need defenses, block, and front-loaded damage with other cards. Or it could be that you've got a good machine that you could build up with bulk up or things like that to make claw hit really hard. But it takes a while to get there. So you take cards like Glacier and maybe even some focus cards so that you can block with orbs and then do damage and stuff like that with your claws and scrapes and whatever, right? You don't have to and shouldn't try to totally go all in on one archetype just because there is self-reinforcing within them. Think of the problems you need to solve and how you can do it with multiple different choices. Speaking of pizza, I actually have a pizza dough that I've got fermenting right now. I'm gonna eat tomorrow. All right, so we get enchant a card that exhausts with Soul's Power. We really don't need to do that though. With sourdough, yeah, I used baking, brother. Though for my pizza dough, I want it to ferment like aggressively, Like I want it to be, I love a really, really ultra glutinous and ultra yeasty dough. So I supplement it with yeast. I mostly add my sourdough starter to my pizza dough to give it that sort of funk that the baking brother has. All right, so let's upgrade something. And could be guards to make that better. Again, we just need to block on our way to our infinite. I don't have to think too hard. Yeah, obtain a random relic. Courgette. Cool. I knew Slurgy made bread, just not literally. Yeah. I've got a sourdough starter. Who doesn't these days? Okay. And I'm going to play the Neutron Aegis, I guess. Maybe not. Maybe I just Falling Star and then play the Defense. I don't know. Frail. We'll just do it like this. Do you think all the characters are well balanced, or are there some? Oh, there's some serious problems. But if you're playing on the beta branch, they've been fixed. You can absolutely win almost every single run in a duo on Ascension 10. Of that, I am very confident. All right, I guess we don't need to keep terraforming. I'll just convert all of these. But you just need to be on the lookout for some stuff. With two specific characters? No, it could be any two. It could be two of the same. And I know that can be like hard to hear because you're like, wait, but the game is really hard and I'm struggling. And you know, I don't want to discount that experience because certainly, like, you absolutely may be. And that's, you know, you just need to find what is and isn't good. And that's not necessarily straightforward. Oh, I'm curious what the rationale for the Hades question is. Okay, we have a silly thing going here. 11 by 34, I guess we got there, huh? So let's just get our tuning fork back up to a nice smooth number. And plop. Out of the 5 heroes, do you think there's a strongest / weakest, or are they all potentially good? Oh, they're definitely all potentially good. For duo play specifically, Necrobinder is maybe the best because Necrobinder has very good debuffs on the enemy. Enfeeble or whatever it's called. Let me pull it up. I should pull up the specific card. I can't. Enfeebling Touch. Because this is essentially like block for both you and your partner. It's a good card even in solo play. Even against like a single non-multiple attack, it's still fine, right? Why would you want the fork on 0? Shouldn't the fork be on... Oh, then I just clicked 1 too many times. No, I want the fork on 9. No, I wanted the fork on 9. And that would have made a difference here. Whoops. I meant to put the fork on 9. I'm not really sure how I screwed that up. Alright, and is Falling Star terraforming 7 stars just lethal? Right, because it'll be 19, and then terraforming 7 stars will bring this back up to 15 by 7. But the 15 is actually going to be 15 plus 15 plus 7, so 22 by 7, which is 154. No, it's not enough damage. It's not enough. So I'm going to make him weak, I guess, with the Falling Star, Gather Light, Defend. All right, let's go ahead and purity away some of this. I guess maybe I'll start with an alignment glow. Oh, okay. You can play this one. And let's purity away some of this. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one. And do these. Plop, 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 plop. Alright, so let's guards this one, this one, this one, this one, and that should leave us with 4, 1, 4. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so we'll do some alignment glows, alignment glow, alignment glow, and then we'll do terraforming glow, terraforming glow, terraforming glow, and that's definitely enough damage. And we skip here. I don't really want to create a custom skill, but sure. Alright, we'll do energized. That's fine. It blocks. And we'll play the Neutron Aegis. Won't be able to play the Reflect next turn, which maybe is bad, but should be okay. Alright, so let's glow. And we want to find some ways of gaining more energy. I guess it could be Venerate, Reflect. So we can Mad Science here to gain a little block. And let's see, so we're blocking for enough, but we want to draw more cards. So let's go ahead and play our Radiate, which is actually like a lot of damage, huh? Turns out. And a strike, because we want to draw 5 cards. Maybe we don't have to do like the Mega Infinite here, because we're pretty much there. But I'm still going to convert these ones. Actually, you know what might be really satisfying? These Cubex constructs. Now we're going to kill them. We're going to kill them a special way. I've got something in mind. We're going to reflect back at them. All right, we are full blocking, right? Because this is 24. Yeah. All right. We'll let them just die to their own attacks. That's much more fun. Mad Science doesn't even seem bad. It keeps you safe and gets you online quicker. Yeah, it's fine. All right, so let's rest. All right, so here we just block. So this plus the extra 7 already gets us there. So we'll hang on to the Mad Science for next turn. All right, so we can guards if we like. And we would. So we need to keep the alignment. Neutron Aegis is fine. Kind of a bad draw. Just because we have a lot of the things we want to keep, but surprisingly very few of the things we don't want to keep. So maybe I purity. No, I guess I guards. Could this be not enough cards removed? I don't think so, actually. So we can make him weak. And there's no way of getting more star. Actually, there is a way of getting more stars. Let's do that. Let's do this one. There's a way of gaining more stars. And now we don't need to do any of that stuff. Cool. Let's just get that out of our hand, because we want to play that later. There we go. This is much better. So now we're going to convert some of this stuff. This one, and this one, and this one, and this one into block cards. And I'm going to play that one, because we're going to terraform to tear this door down. Okay, so let's do terraforming. So we've got glow alignment, terraforming, glow burning. Okay. So I think I can exhaust this whole hand, actually. Okay. What's the logic on map movement? I think that if you're new, I wouldn't worry about it that much. I mean, or I should say, don't try to be too specific. Just do what makes sense. Do what makes sense. If you feel like you need to rest, rest. If you've got a lot of money, go to a shop. You know. You don't need to be too precious, too particular. You really don't. Yeah, pay attention to shops, elites, campfires. Yeah. Pay attention to them, and you might need to go to them. Give yourself outs, right? Sometimes you have a hallway fight that just goes terribly, and you were planning on doing an elite, but now you can't. That's okay. Deviate and just don't. So giving yourself options, I think, is pretty nice. I would say that's probably... All right, have we got there? Is this enough damage? Where's our radiate? 51 times 45, 48, I guess so. 51 times 48. All right, streak is increased. Oh, no. No, it hasn't. We have to fight another enemy. We have to fight another enemy. Clap. And I suppose we'll use this one. And I think the most block is actually going to be Falling Star, Gather Light, Defend. We need to be at least a little tiny bit careful for this guy's first phase, like a teeny tiny it's a little itty bit. Oh, they changed a lot of stuff in the beta branch. Very, very good changes. This is degenerate. What if you're trying to watch this and learn? Don't. It's gonna change. Let's see. How did they nerf infinites? They just nerfed all the cards that do it, basically. And they made it so the Doormaker punishes infinites. It's a good change, despite what you might read on Reddit or other places where people are kind of dumb. Let's see. Can Venerate Neutron Aegis. And we do need to purify, but need to kind of get there first a little bit. Okay. So I would like to try to kill him with the 7 stars. That's why I left the terraforming there. No, we'll do it with Radiate, I suppose. Radiate and terraforming. So if we gain 3 energy or 3 stars next turn, and we increase it by 8. We still need to find the glows for sure, which I guess we could get unlucky and not find. But 7 stars is in hand, and Hidden Cache will get us there next turn for sure. Because we got the terraforming. So I think the smart thing is actually playing the Hidden Cache, guardsing away this, and then just playing them. Oh, have to play the alignment. It's another skill. Unfortunately, I see like a thing that could end up being true that I don't even want to mention because it's very depressing. I have to play this one. No. Okay, we can weaken him at least. Holy shit, come on, game. Okay. Alright, so let's Purity out a bunch of stuff. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, that's totally fine. Yeah, everything is fine. We do have the pyramid, too. Oh, come on. Glow's not there? He's gonna add one more wound. No. He's adding one more wound. Is there a way to stop him from doing that? Can gain 7 block, make him weak. Alright, so I get him down to 24. No, he's still gonna do that no matter what. No, we're okay. We're okay. Just barely. Actually, very close. Very close to fumbling this one. Could have and should have been more careful. But wasn't. So what's going to be painful? Here's a sad reality. We're going to have something kind of painful coming up here. And that's that we need to build up the block here. I guess I could make him weak. And then we kill him next turn. Let's just do one more. Actually, let's make him vulnerable for next turn. Look at that. And he doesn't have poison, or stabs, right? Yeah. So we're good. So alignment glow, alignment glow, alignment glow. And then we'll do terraforming glow. Just a couple times. And what's our radiate at now? Okay. Whew. Well, now the streak is at 5. I've had enough of your poor manners. Something we can both agree on. Let's dance. Flap. Victory? Question mark? Okay. We're gonna keep going until we die. We're gonna keep going until we die. Okay. I'm gonna use the restroom. Streak is at 5 now. I'll be back in just a moment.